Check, check, check. Hey guys, it's Conrad. Sorry for the mic check. Good to know that it works. I wanted to show you a training today, and it's one of the things that I've been doing that has helped me so much in my personal relationships, particularly romantic relationships, with this fly in my room. And it's so simple to implement, okay? Now, in relationships, we both need to, I've got some rules, okay? So we both need to be ready to talk. Don't sweat the small stuff, celebrate your wins, develop awareness and action, and come together. Now, I'm going to run you through them quickly. So when I say you both need to be ready to talk, what I mean is like, and you probably get this, right? Like when you've got something on your mind, so say your partner is at work all day and you've been at home, or vice versa, and you've got this thing on your mind, and as soon as they walk through the door, you're like, bang, right? That is not both people ready to talk. That is one person being talked at and one person doing the talking, okay? And that is a very, very bad dynamic, okay? The second one is don't sweat the small stuff. And this exercise is going to help you not to sweat the small stuff. And the reason we don't sweat the small stuff is because you know what it feels like to, get into an argument about a towel on the floor. And then that turns into World War III. So what I'm going to teach you to do is to give the person an opportunity to fix that non-verbally, okay? And then you get to the point where you're not even talking about those things unless they become real problems, okay? And celebrate your wins. That makes sense. When somebody does something good or when you do something well together, you want to celebrate that and you want to give them a bit of, a pat on the back and give them some love, right? Develop awareness and action. This is directly related to this exercise. So letting people know that their behavior is affecting you and giving them the opportunity to fix it without creating confrontation. Okay, and then coming together, which is super important. So 30 minutes a week to discuss. Now, this is called Wins and Roadblocks, and it's the first part of a more advanced training I call relationship gardening, which is a thing that has really, really saved me. And look, you might be watching this because you're in addiction, or you might be watching this because you're having relationship issues, or you might have just bumped into it on the internet. It will help everybody. It is not just for people with relationship issues. It's for people who want better relationships. And in active addiction, you've got a lot of work to do to rebuild trust and communication. So this will definitely help. So wins and roadblocks. I've got A4 pages on my fridge, which I held up by a magnet. And the magnet is a nice photo of me and my girlfriend, right? And we do this. So a win might be, like we did yoga together last night, which I really, I didn't enjoy it that much, but it was good to do it with with her. Roadblocks might be, like for me, I don't like mess. Yeah. Mess is a roadblock, like dishes. And, more wins like cooking, beautiful or a great Christmas. We might have had, a great physical connection. So, we're all adults, right? So like great sex, good convos. And what you hope, right, is that there is more wins than there are roadblocks. Now, this is the key thing that I want to talk to you about. Sorry, it is so hot in this room. Welcome to Melbourne, welcome to summer. And this goes back to what I was talking about before about don't sweat your small stuff, okay? So if she has left a mess or I have left a mess, my wardrobe, as it's called, we could put that here. Right, these things are not big, right? They're not like a lack of presence or a dishonesty or something like that, okay? So mess, dishes, cat fed, not done, whatever it is, right? These little things. And what this list allows you to do is record all your wins and you put them up and everybody can see them, right? So like when I write yoga, my partner will see that and go, oh, he liked that. That was good, and it's like a joint win. And, I might write, she might write wardrobe and I might see it and go, you know what, that's actually pretty inconsiderate, okay? So I am developing awareness around something that annoys my partner, and rightly so, because it's a bit disgusting. So I would maybe go and I would tidy up my wardrobe and take my clothes off the floor and put them away. Okay. And what that does is that avoids the argument. Okay. So it allows this person to say, hey, mate, like, pick up after yourself, without having to say, hey, mate, pick up after yourself. Okay. It is non-verbal. It is written communication. It is not aggressive. It cannot be perceived in terms of tone or body language or anything like that. Okay. It's just words on a paper, unless you write, fuck, 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 or angry faces or exclamation marks or full caps, right? Don't write any of these in full caps. And then it allows the other person to go and rectify or fix the behavior. And then what that does is that at the end of the week, when you sit down and do your 30 minutes of coming together, you get to talk about all of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You might have 10 wins, and you're like, oh, yoga was great, and cooking was great, and the sex was great, and Christmas was so good. We should do that again next year. And it was so nice when we were talking about planning and futures. And you get to the end of it, and then you look at the roadblocks list, and you're like, well, she cleaned up the dishes, and he cleaned up his wardrobe, and the cat got fed her. So none of that is worth talking about. It's all little stuff that we fixed without having to have confrontation. Okay. And then the other thing that I really love is that if there's something on here, okay, like something important, like you were rude to me in public, or you were impatient with me, or whatever it is, right, or you belittled me, or you made me feel this, then you can talk about it. Okay. And I guarantee you this, it's easier to talk about 10 good things and then go into 1 or 2 bad things than it is to just go straight into here. Okay. So this stuff is important, but I always try and pre-frame things with positivity. And then, you talk about these, and you've fixed all of these by yourselves, and this just requires a little bit of conversation. Okay. And maybe an apology and a bit of forward action. So look, I hope that this helps. It's something that you can implement. It's quick, it's easy, A4 paper, pen. Do it in green and red. Wins in green, red in Roadblocks. And be honest with each other and do it in a nice way. And hopefully the wins outweigh the roadblocks. And hopefully when you get to the end of the week, the roadblocks have fixed themselves. And if they haven't, then you can pre-frame with the good stuff, and then have a conversation about what needs improvement. I hope that's helped, and I will see you soon. Bye.